What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 3. So, we start this episode off. We are down to the Angel Brink's experience with Jackie. They're talking about her issues with Rockstar. Well, she told us that she got some great things going on, and she's working with the NBA and da-da-da-da-da, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. She says that her and Rockstar, that she really loves him and they really want to try to make things work, and Jackie's like, well, women want to feel appreciated, and so Rockstar happens to show up in that moment with some flowers, child, and she's happy to see him and he's doing his part, and of course here go Jackie. Oh, I think you guys are, y'all, I feel the love. Jackie, you always feeling somebody love. You were always feeling somebody love. We're gonna see her feeling love later on in the episode too. Anyway, then we have British. Her mom done bought the baby. Her and her ex Lorenzo, they are co-parenting. Lorenzo lives in St. Louis. She's in LA, and her mom takes the baby back and forth. She said that her mother is very helpful with the co-parenting situation, which is interesting. Like, I mean, y'all can't. I don't understand why your mama bringing the baby back and forth. Both of y'all too busy to get on a plane and fly back and forth, or I don't, child, whatever. But then British did something that I absolutely hate. It irritates my soul. She starts bad mouthing him in front of the daughter. Her and her mom start having this whole conversation about him, and them being together and him not doing, barely being able to co-parent, and and she said, well, I hope that what's going on with us doesn't affect our co-parenting situation. It's going to affect our situation if you were going to sit there and talk about her father in front of her. Her father, who is very active in her life, who she absolutely knows who he is. You're not talking about some deadbeat. You're not talking about some dude that's not around. I didn't think that was cool. I just didn't think that was cool. But she's talking about, her and her mama just having an adult conversation in front of this child about her father, and I just didn't like that. I thought that was inappropriate. And then we see, because Lorenzo ended up calling, and he's supposed to come in town to see his daughter. So we see them, I guess, at some sort of like little playroom situation, and again they get to arguing in front of the child in a public space, and she talking about, you gotta, I don't say nothing about you with all the women that you be having around her, but the minute I'm start dating somebody, then you got a problem with it, and she's cussing, and I'm like, girl, in this moment, he don't seem like the one with the issue. You seem like the one with the issue, because that, to me, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Maybe it's me. Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. And I ain't saying Lorenzo's a great guy or a great father. I don't know that man. But again, y'all are putting y'all's adult issues and y'all's adult problems in front of this child. And I just don't think that's cool. So then we have Brandy, British, Duffy, and Brooke. No. Hold on. Lord, getting these names right. Jackie, Duffy, British, Brandy. They are out having lunch, and Duffy lets them know that she wants to have a get together. She wants to have an event, like basically a speed dating event, where all of them are they're going to invite somebody, because Brooke is single, Jennifer is single, I guess Malaysia, they're going to invite all these people, and the women who are in relationships are going to invite some of the guy friends, of their significant others, and some single guys that they know, to come through and try to hook their friends up. It sounds like a good idea, but I don't think it's a great idea for a variety of reasons. I mean, you hook somebody up with somebody, and then the situation turned out to be dirty. Now you caught in the middle, whether you want to be in the middle or not. Two of your friends could like the same guy, and now they beefing about some dude. It could go so many different directions, but it's a good idea concept wise, that you want your single friends to find a man. I'm down for that. I get it. I understand that. So then Jackie starts talking to British about how much she likes her and Lorenzo together, and she thinks that British and Lorenzo need to work it out, and that they love each other. And I know what love looks like, and I believe in love, and y'all love each other. Blah 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 blah. Now British is telling you, Jackie, it's a no for me. No, no, no. Me and Lorenzo, we are not in that space. Yes, I once loved him. Yes, there was once a whole situation with us, but we are not in that space anymore. We are just co-parenting. That is it. So Jackie says she know who she gonna invite. And in that moment, I'm like, she gonna invite Lorenzo? Like, a blind man could see that that's what's getting ready to happen. She gonna invite Lorenzo. So then we have Jennifer, Jackie, and was it Angel? They met down to a pet medium because Jennifer puppy done died. Well, it was a dog. But remember Jennifer's dog? Well, Gigi done died, y'all. And listen, as someone who's never had a pet myself, I don't get it, but I do understand that people get very close to their pets. And she had been with her pet for a very long time, through the loss of her husband, through the loss of her mama. Her pet was there, and then the pet died. Mother's Day, she said the dog got sick, and then boom, baby passed away. So she went to a pet medium just to, I guess make sure that Gigi was okay in the other world. I don't know. I'm not going to make fun of that girl for going to a pet medium. But I know I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it either. The dog said she fine. And then the lady said, your mother's here with the dog too. Really, lady? You a pet medium. You're not a people medium. How you know her mama there? So then she said, your mother, she said, do you have a ring that belongs to your mother? And she was like, no. Oh, does my mother see maybe a man putting a ring on my finger? So now Jennifer holding on for some man. She said she has been unlucky in love. We know she had the ex who threw the drink in her face on national television. People still talk about that. And shady ass VH1, they as bad as shady ass Bravo, baby. They showed the clip. They rolled that beautiful bean footage of that damn drink being thrown in that woman's face. She ain't never gonna live that down. Then they talked about the sweetie pie man who is now in jail. Well, he's still waiting his trial for murder. Then the guy that stole her Range Rover or her Land Cruiser or whatever the hell it was, and she said she ain't seen that car since. So she said, needless to say, I have been very unlucky in love. So if my mama say that there's a man coming my way with a ring, I will believe her. But ooh, he gonna have to be knocking down the doors because baby, the walls are thick up in here. I feel you on that one, Jennifer. So then Malaysia done brought her babies home. Listen. I don't know if it's that I'm just uninterested or I don't believe. But Malaysia talked about how she went to went to Atlanta to get her kids, that her ex, he's not paying child support. Now she's saying he's not paying child support consistently. At first she was saying he ain't paying child support. Now it's he don't pay child support consistently. Those are two different things. There's a difference between not paying and not being consistent. But neither here nor there. And she, was saying she went to go get her kids because, he's off coaching and the kids need their parents. And if he ain't going to be there, then she going to go get them. Okay. So she got him in the apartment. She said, my kids are used to living in this huge house. And this is the first time they've ever been in an apartment. So I have to get us out of here as soon as possible. The VH1 budget only going to pay for that 2-bedroom apartment in Malaysia. But then later on in the episode, we see Malaysia out with Zell looking for space because she said her online boutique is popping and it's been very lucrative. And now they looking for a brick and mortar so they can have a little pop-up situation. Girl, are you making money or not? Because if your pop-up shop is so lucrative and you're doing so well, then your inconsistent checks should not be spinning you round and round and round the way you acted like it's spinning you round and round and round. Now, again, I ain't in nobody's pocket, so maybe you have created a bill situation where his child support is supplementing that, which that's what child support is about. I'm not judging, but again, maybe it's because I'm just not buying the whole damn storyline. That's just my opinion. That's just me. This whole Malaysia, and I'm gonna be honest with you now. After the way this episode ended, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't buying the Malaysia Brandy situation at this point. We're gonna get there. So, we get to the shop, right? Duffy goes over the rules about how this is gonna work. I mean, everybody shows up. You know, one that. Oh, let me put a pin in that. Let me put a pin in that. So let me put a pin in that. When Zell and Malaysia were talking, Zell explained why him and Brandy are not cool anymore. He said that they're not cool anymore because Brandy said something. They got into an argument. Brandy said something he didn't like. They got into an argument, and they really had stopped speaking. And he said now all of a sudden Brandy is in his DMs trying to see him, trying to reach out to him. And of course they feel like it is directly connected to this whole situation with her and Malaysia, and her trying to be cool with Malaysia or whatever the situation is. Y'all, it's just something about this storyline that is just not ringing true to me. It's not. Now, if y'all tell me if I'm doing too much, if y'all think I'm reading too deep, but it's something about this storyline that just ain't hitting for me. It just ain't. So we get to the event, the ladies are showing up, you know, we got the single ladies coming in, then we got the ladies that's not single coming in, and it seems like the way it's going to go is they're going to bring the people in one at a time, they're going to interview the guys, and then the guys that they like, they can go, they'll go to the next round. But each single lady has a wild card that they can use in the event that they feel like the guy that maybe they were interested in doesn't get through. It's cute, whatever. So British say that she is single and ready to mingle. Brandy say that she's a little nervous, worried about, you know, when Malaysia get there, what the situation gonna be. And they get this party started, right? They bring the guys out one at a time. Listen, I recognize one of the guys. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. My Love and Hip Hop Hollywood people. The white guy with the long hair. Wasn't he on the last season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? Wasn't he like a white rapper situation? He had like the black girlfriend. Am I wrong? Is that him? It looked very much like him. But I could be wrong. But it looked like him. Then we had Mr. Jelani. Now, Jelani looked like he was right up Jennifer's alley, baby. And Jennifer was here for all of it, okay? Jennifer gave him her wild card and was like, can we hurry up and get done with this round so that I can have some alone time with him, okay? I didn't really see too many other, like, potentials. I could be wrong, but I didn't really see too many other potentials. Now, somewhere in the midst of all of this, Malaysia shows up. Now, Malaysia shows up with Zell's swag. Now, number one, if Brandy and Zell are not cool, why would you bring Zell to that situation? Number two, and of course they gave us the flashback, Zell is not cool with Jennifer. Now, allegedly, Malaysia, you and Jennifer are cool again. So why would you bring somebody around, a friend of yours, that he talked about her, she got him blocked on social media? Like, girl, you know that they ain't cool. You know that they not cool. So he comes in and they get to interviewing him. Baby, Jennifer picks up her phone like, I am unbothered and I am not entertaining this. First of all, Zell, and I know Zell says that he's bisexual, so who am I to tell this man what his sexuality is? By no stretch of the imagination. But do I think that Zell really felt like he was interested in dating any of those women, or that any of those women were interested in dating him? They all know who the hell he is. Like, girl, stop. So when Jennifer picked up her phone and started ignoring him, they were like, Jennifer, what are you doing with Jennifer? And he was like, oh, well, you know, Jennifer, you know, I don't think she had nothing to say to me. You know, Jennifer don't really rock with me like that. You know, Jennifer got me blocked on social media. And they were like, why is he blocked? Why is he blocked? So this started a whole argument between Brandy and Zell and Malaysia, because Brandy had told the ladies before they got there that the reason why she stopped messing with Zell is because he was talking bad about her family, and it turned into an argument and she don't rock with him like that. Now, of course, Zell's version of the story is Brandy been in my DMs trying to get cool with me again. So they get to arguing, and Malaysia was like, why? They were like, Brandy was like, she know what she did. She know what she did. Why would she invite him here? She know that he not cool with Jennifer. Why would she invite him here? That's shady. So of course Malaysia's like, it's not shady. That's not what I was doing. I wasn't trying to be shady. I wasn't trying to be shady. So she went up to Jennifer and was like, Jennifer, I wasn't trying to be shady. I did not invite him here to cause no problems. And Jennifer was like, girl, we cool. But y'all know Jennifer. Y'all ain't cool, girl. Y'all ain't cool. So then Brandy is still being loud. Brandy is still trying to argue the point. And Malaysia was like, well, because Duffy went to go talk to Malaysia. And Malaysia was like, well, did Brandy tell y'all that she is all in his DM? If she's so done with Zell and Zell is this and Zell is that, why she in his DMs? Why she trying to get cool with him? Did she tell y'all that? So then Malaysia lets the cat out the bag. And she finally tells us why her and Brandy fell out. Her and Brandy fell out because Brandy was mad when she got fired from the show, and she felt like Malaysia didn't do enough to save her job. She felt like Malaysia didn't try hard enough. Malaysia didn't have her back. Malaysia did not try to save her job. Malaysia's thing was, I did all I could do, girl. You pissed off the wrong people. I can't control everything. And we know that Brandy and Shawnee didn't get along. And at the time, Shawnee had a lot more power. Shawnee was very much an active executive producer. So you pissed off the wrong people. Like, I don't know what you thought. I wasn't even watching the show back then, but I've heard enough and I've seen enough clips to know, girl, you thought Malaysia was gonna save you. And Malaysia was like, I filmed with her. She stopped wanting to film with me, but I was the only person that wanted to film with her. So her not, being invited to come back on the show didn't have nothing to do with me, but yet she blamed me for it. And that's basically where the breakdown in their relationship came into play. So her and Brandy got to arguing. They got in each other's face a couple of times. Now here's why I say that I'm starting to question this whole storyline. Because look, Brandy, you got me all the way confused. Are you or are you not in this man's DMs? Are you trying to get cool with Zell, or are you stop messing with Zell because he said something outside the way about your family and you didn't feel no kind of way about it? Is this the friend that you felt like should have been the one to tell Malaysia that your father had passed on? The mutual friend that y'all had? And you and Malaysia got in each other's face multiple times, but ain't nobody really do nothing. I mean, y'all put your hands in each other's face. Y'all was literally this close to each other arguing. Yet, nobody really did anything. Malaysia was like, see, they want to see the old Malaysia. I'm not that person anymore. Like, I'm not doing this. And Malaysia actually ended up leaving with Zell. But at the end of the day, it just didn't ring convincing to me. Malaysia is not a great actor. So something was missing from me. Again, y'all tell me if I'm reading too much into it. Please let me know. But something was missing for me in that whole interaction between Malaysia and Brandy. It just was. Now, on the flip side, Jackie done invited Lorenzo to be a part of this damn situation, because in Jackie's mind, Lorenzo and British should get back together and they love each other. So they done asked Lorenzo point blank, do you love British? And he gonna say, well, I got love for her. I raised her. British was like, you raised me? What the hell you talking about, you raised me? He was like, yeah, I raised you. He was like, when I met you, you was working at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm not that same 21-year-old that you met. I'm 30-something years old now, and I'm not that same person that you met. Blah, blah, blah. So they got to arguing, and he ended up leaving. And British felt some kind of way at Jackie, because she was like, respect where I'm coming from. Like, I told you I didn't want to be with him, that I'm not interested in being with him. That's not where I am right now. Like, I wish you would respect that. And I feel like that conversation is going to carry over into next week. But anyway, that's the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later.